I'm Coach Flores. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, I'm a 7th grade teacher here at Cesar Chavez Middle School. So today we are going to go over some intro exercises, some that you will be using sometimes daily, sometimes weekly, and some of them you will also be tested on, depending on how your teacher wants to run your classroom or run the rest of the school year. So the main thing that we are going to focus on today are planks. Planks are a great exercise. They help with upper body strength along with your core. Okay, so I do understand that you haven't been doing much this summer. So try your best today. We're not going to do too much movement, but we are going to get into the positions, and we are going to at least try to do something today. Make sure that whenever you are doing your exercises that you have a clear and safe space. You don't want to be kicking your brother or doing anything crazy like that. So make sure that the space around you is free. That way that you can get down into a plank position or do any of the exercises that we will be going over today without causing any harm to anybody. Also, if you would like, a towel if you're sweating, a little bit of water when we do take a break, that's completely fine as well. We aren't expecting you to do too much with these first couple exercises that we will be doing, but we do want you to try your best. Okay, so plank hold is basically a push-up hold position. It is at the high position of your push-up. Okay, so you're going to be locked out in a high position. It's called high plank. So that's what we're going to go over first, is a high plank. So if you follow me on down, I'm going to, I can start off on my knees, just like this, almost in a table position like yoga. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I want my hands to be directly under my shoulders. So I don't want my hands out this way. I don't want my hands above me this way. So this is very bad position. It's going to cause too much strain on your upper body. So you want them right underneath your shoulders. My fingers are upwards. They're not out. They're not in. My fingers are up, and my thumbs are up as well. So I can start off on my knees, and I could get into basically a table position. I don't need to be in plank position yet. I could be in table position. So if I turn to the side, it's just like this. Okay, so then what I'll do next is I start to bring my foot out and I dig my toes into the ground. Okay, so if you look back at my feet, I want my toes to be into the ground just like this. I don't want them flat like this. I don't want them turned. I don't want anything crazy. I'm going to dig my toes into the ground. I could do one first, and then I could add my second one here, and now I'm holding plank position this way. Now when you're in plank position, you want to make sure that you're looking forward, because watch what happens when I don't look forward. So if I'm in plank position just like this, and I look up, my butt comes down, right? And that's not good plank position. My abs aren't coming together. I'm not flexing my abdominal muscles at all. They're getting no workout at all. I want to make sure that I'm looking forward. Now if I look down, watch what happens. Now my butt comes up. So if your butt comes up, that's also bad position. I want my back to be as flat as possible. I want someone could come by and put glasses of water on my back, and they should be able to stay without falling off. Okay, so go ahead and take about 30 seconds. I'll hold this position with you. I'll walk it through again one more time. Fingers pointing forward underneath my shoulders. I lock my toes in, and I look forward. And you hold this position, just like this. Okay? So again, right now I'm flexing my stomach muscles, my legs are tight, I want to be super strong here. I don't want to be loose or wobbly. Okay, mess around, kind of, move your body around to see what feels good. But again, you want to be in a tight, solid position. Okay, and so that's high plank. Now the next thing we're going to do is low plank. Okay, so low plank is very similar to high plank, except for being on your hands, I'm now going to be on my forearms. So again, my hands are going to be straight, okay, but this time I'm using my forearms. So instead of being in a high position, I'm down just like this. And you can make your fists like this. It's probably easiest. If you are in a safe place, hopefully it doesn't hurt your your forearms. But if you are outside, like on the cement, it might hurt just a little bit. So try this position with me. Again, hopefully it shouldn't hurt too much. But again, you're going to come down. Okay, you can start in your table position just like this if you'd like. When my hand is down, look, there's no space between my elbow and my fist and the ground. It's completely blacked out. I'm not up like this. I'm completely down. My fist is forward, my fists are forward. I'm here, I'm locking my toes, and I'm here. Okay, again, engaging my core, flexing my stomach muscles. Okay, and you have to do this really, really like, you have to try in this position or else your hips are gonna come to the ground. You don't want your hips to come to the ground. You want your hips up, and you wanna look forward just like this. Okay, and you can practice that at home, you can practice that on your own. Whenever you have time, again, this is something that we're going to be using throughout the year. We're going to be doing push-ups, we're going to be doing different exercises, we will be doing planks, we'll be doing plank holds. This is something that you're going to need to get used to doing. Okay? And it helps with, again, your stomach muscles, upper body muscles, and we'll get into those as we go along through the year. Now the next thing, we'll get into our airplanes. Okay? So we call them airplanes. Some call it right arm hold, left arm hold. It's very similar to the high plank position, except I'm going to airplane up. So my hand comes back, and I'm like this, like a plane flying through the air. If I'm gonna go right hand hold, I know I'm sideways, but try to think about what I'm doing. So if I'm holding down, this one comes up, or I go left arm, and this one comes up. Okay, so try it with me. Watch first if you need to. I'll show you first, and then we can practice, and I'll go the different way. So again, fingers are forward, my thumbs are forward. I'm going to start off in table position. My toes curl. I'm now in high plank. And now I'm going to airplane where I rotate up. So watch, so my hands are completely straight up. I'm pointing to the ceiling. My feet, my toes are still in, but I have to kind of rotate my feet up, and I'm here. Okay, and so this is left hand hold, right arm up, and then you come down, and then you rotate back the other way. So now it's left hand up. Okay, and then you come back down, and you rotate. Okay, so now try it with me. I'll show you from straight on. Hands forward. I'll take my time. Hands forward, thumbs forward. I'm going to engage my toes. My toes are going to lock in. I'm here. Okay, my body's straight. I'm going to go up with my right arm. And I'm going to try to make a straight line as much as I can. Hold. You see I'm kind of shaking. That's okay. I haven't done these in a while. So that's fine if you're kind of wobbly and trying to figure this out. So hold up. And you come back down. And then you go left side. And go back right. And you go back left. Okay, so those are also, it's a little different way of doing a plank. Some teachers like doing that just as a variation of the move. You might be doing those, you might not, but again, now you're using one arm instead of two, so it adds a little bit more pressure on your upper body strength. But yeah, again, just something to try out. Again, engaging your core when you're doing that. Now the next thing we're going to do are plank ups. So plank ups are actually quite difficult. I'll show you those really, really quick. I don't want to spend too much time on that because they are a little bit harder to do. I don't expect you guys to be doing this right away. Again, summer was long, so a lot of you guys haven't been doing anything at all. But again, these are called plank ups. And all I'm doing is changing from high plank down into low plank, and then I'm coming back up into a high plank, which is why they're called plank ups. So again, I'll start down here. Again, make sure you're in a safe position. If you have a towel underneath you, yoga mat, carpet, whatever the case may be, that might be easier on your forearms. So you're gonna go here, I'm back into my high plank again. My high plank, I'm going to come down into my low plank, both sides, and then I'm gonna come back up and up into my high plank. So down and back up. Again, this is very, very difficult to do, but go ahead and try it with me now. I'll walk you through it. Again, I'm looking forward. If you guys can see on camera, hopefully that's great. My fingers are forward. I lock into high plank. I come down into low plank, and then I come back up into high plank. Okay, so that's something that, again, you're gonna wanna try by yourself over the next couple days, next couple weeks. Again, I am tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm just going through this very, very shortly. So I can only imagine how you guys are feeling right now. So again, try your best. This is just intro to plank day. The next thing we're gonna do, mountain climbers. Mountain climbers are they're a little bit more, you're moving your body, you're moving your knees. It's a little bit more for high intensity, to get your heart rate up, to make your heart, go a little bit faster. What you're gonna wanna do is you're basically going to want to start down in almost your high plank position here with your hands forward. And what you're going to do is you're going to walk your knee forward like you're going up a mountain. Okay, so if you notice, my knee is up, my foot is up, and my knee comes outside my elbow, this way. All right, so if you're looking to the side, I'm here, and my knee comes up one at a time. So it's not both at a time, I'm not like leapfrogging, okay? It's one leg at a time. And then what you do is you then rotate to your left side. Okay, so as I mountain climb, I'm climbing up a mountain and I'm moving my knees on the outside of my knees and I'm holding almost a high plank position. Again, this is difficult to do. Let's try it out. Let's try it out with me and I'll walk you through it very, very slowly. Okay, so hands forward, hands down on the ground. I'm gonna come to my high plank position. I'm gonna go right, and then we're gonna switch to the left. Ready? And left. And then we're gonna go right, and then we're gonna go left. And right, and left, and right, and left. Okay? So that's mountain climbers there. Again, something you're gonna wanna get used to. I know that we include those here when it's doing, high intensity workouts. Right now it's very, very low intensity. If you need to count right, left, or say right, left to help yourself out, that is perfectly fine. We are just getting started. Okay. So the last thing we're gonna do today, again, it's a little bit more higher level, so maybe 7th, 8th graders, you should be able to do this. 6th grade, if you've done these before, awesome. If not, don't worry about it, try your best. But basically it all includes into the plank position, the push-up hold position, and again, using your upper body muscles and your core. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand, feet shoulder width apart, just like how you would if you were going to be doing your push-up or your high plank hold. And what you do is you basically walk it out. You walk your hands out all the way to high plank position. So I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna go walk, 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 walk. I'm back in my high plank position, and then I walk back up. Come all the way up, hands down, walk, 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 and then walk it back up. Okay, so it's nothing, you're not overly crawling, your hands stay, your legs are still locked in, your core still locked in, and you're just walking, 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 walking. Okay, so go ahead and try it with me. So your feet, shoulder width apart. I'm gonna head down. I'm gonna walk, 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 walk. And I'm gonna walk it back up. I'll do a full stand up. And then I'll come back down. Walk, 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 walk. And then walk, 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 walk. Okay? So that's it for today's plank day. Again, this is very, very intro. I know we went over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ways of doing the high plank or low plank. These are things that you should practice throughout the rest of the year. I know we're still doing this virtually, but you could do this on your own. Stop in your hallway, stop in your room, wake up in the morning, try to hold a high plank for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, as long as you possibly can. A low plank, and again, it'll help with your upper body muscles, your stomach muscles, and it'll help you be a little bit more fit. Have a good day.